I mean, here you are in East Texas, and this is 70s and 80s. Was there a lot of racism that you dealt with during that time?
I mean, I dealt with racism, but just like any kind of arguments, I dealt with racism with my fists. I couldn't fight the whole world, so I had to learn how to politically make that not a problem. And as you know, when you're blessed and you're special and you show the aptitude to doing big things, you run into less racism than everybody else. I'm sure that you being from Russia, you face your share of criticisms and biases, especially being in the hip hop world and being in the arts. So your culture treated you probably different, and then the people that wasn't used to you treated you different, and it was the same for me. I got treated different on both sides, and I always called it greatness hate. And uh, Michael Jordan faced it. List of professional athletes have faced it. Musicians, artists, anybody that's had some level of success, whether it's local success or international success, you're going to deal with biases and prejudices.
Well, by the time you're 18 years old in high school, the LA Times called you the world's strongest teenager. And I guess you had won the National High School Powerlifting Championship. And you actually set a record at that point for the
Yeah.
squat. Uh, how did it feel to be called the world's strongest teenager? I mean, that just sounds insane when you say it out loud.
Man, let me tell you how important that was for me. I live in Texas, and from the time that you can hold a ball, they start telling you you're going to be a football player. You got to play football. You got to play football. And when it got to my junior year and my senior year, I realized that it was more important for me to be a lifter than it was for me to play football. And I had coaches tell me, you're going to have to make a decision, because if you get hurt playing football and the Olympic Committee is pouring money into you to get you educated, housed, and fed, um, it's not going to work out. And I gave up football. That's how much I love the lifting arts.
Okay. And you were a three-time Texas State champion
Yeah.
in four powerlifting categories: squat, bench press, and deadlift.
And the
Uh,
total.
there we go. Yep.
And the reason that it
Okay.
wasn't four times is because when I was a freshman, we didn't have a team. And the lifts that I did as a freshman were better than what they did at the state championship.